People always ask me all the time, like, was it harder to raise money as a woman? And my somewhat joke and somewhat serious, I've never been a man, so I don't know.
Nice to meet you.
Take one, Mark. All right, action.
So on International Women's Day 2019, it's in recognition about how do we correct the balance, because this is not a woman's issue per se, it's a business issue.
One of the things we've done is have really flexible hours. When women know that they can create time for things that they need, I think it can help them perform better.
You know, it starts at the top. If you have that flexibility, you should also be allowing your employees to have that flexibility too.
Letting a woman just have real self-determination in her life, choosing how much she wants to work, providing mentorship, and also a lot of skills and training.
It's okay to take a risk. It's okay to fail. You're not going to fail all the time. Take those risks and try them, because I can tell you benefit would not be here today if women didn't take risks.
Seeing how awesome the diverse team performs made me really truly believe like diversity of thoughts and background actually perform well as a team.
We've built marketing around using, in our latest campaigns, real women. So we don't even use models anymore. We've been street casting and just finding women in every size, of every ethnicity.
A fundamental core value for us as a company is diversity and inclusion. And that's really served as a foundation for us on which everything else is built.
When I started my first company, until then I never sat down to think I'm a female founder. It's gonna be hard to raise money, right?
When you have 97% of decision makers at venture capital firms male, I mean, I get that they're not passionate about bras, no fault to them, but the issue that creates is then who's going to be.
We're talking about sort of larger scale entrepreneurship, but one of our missions at Stella is to create all these individual entrepreneurs, and we actually introduced at our last conference, they can fund it through PayPal. There were so many women in that room who that made the difference.
Really inspiring and very much to the core of our mission, right? Also why we've enabled our platform for things like charitable donations. We've talked to nonprofits. It's been about the challenge of if you only want to give 50 cents, who's going to take that? You're not going to write a check for that, right? $50 doesn't sound that much, but actually, if it's about starting your own business, it's huge, right?
Coming up the ranks, and I work for a lot of companies, I feel like I work double as hard as some of my male counterparts that continue to also move up the ranks. If I had to give myself advice, I would say you still have to work hard, but I also would say that you have to look in the mirror and you have to say, am I really happy with what I'm doing?
You gotta love what you're doing, but otherwise, don't do it, because it'll show.
I realized that I was working so hard just to please others, but I wasn't taking care of myself. And the biggest resource you have is yourself.
I think it's really important to see not just who you are today, but the potential, and know that you're smart enough and will work hard enough, right, that you can figure things out.
Don't be afraid to ask for what you want and be super direct. Women have maybe more of a tendency to hold back. Just go after it and be direct.
We have a responsibility in our positions to be able to be the voices, to make sure that our employees and our friends get nurtured to the point that they need to be.